Big exciting news finally comes. Boy, the day finally is here. We have the date for the vote in the third stimulus package. We have the vote confirmed by Nancy Pelosi in the House of Representatives when the third stimulus package will be passed. Real incredible, great news. I have all those details right across the board. Next, a major force on Wall Street says that the third stimulus check needs to go out right away. And he tells the President of the United States to do it as well. Who said it? I have all the details additionally. Then the CDC, its guidelines for school reopening drawn back. New indications suggest no less than 99% of all schools may not qualify for reopening right away. Then big updates about hazard pay. And one major business says we're going to step up and pay more money. But is it hazard pay or is it something else? And also, reaction across the board as Dolly Parton sees a statue of herself and says, wait a second, why is there a statue? What do you think this is, the Casino? Needless to say, I asked Sir Lloyd last night, what does he think about a Dolly Parton statue? He says, I want a statue of myself. I'm like, Sir Lloyd, if there was a statue of you at the Casino, it would get tipped over. This is Afternoons LALATE. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Afternoons LALATE with a big, bold, exciting, great afternoon of recordings. I'm so excited you're here. This is the first in a triple header this afternoon. A triple means 3, unless you have Larry Kudlow's calculator, then it means 5. This is Afternoon Check. It's followed by Third Stimulus, and then I'm back live with What the Chuck. If you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And boy, we're at 99 million views. We're trying to get to 100 million views. We're just on the cusp. Let's get it done. This is an all-time broadcasting news record, 100 million views in 99 months. Absolutely incredible. Let's get there. So make sure you watch all of this afternoon's videos. And then, if you've not liked this video, consider liking the video. Meantime, if you've not subscribed and become a member, the member link is at the top of the chat, pinned in the comment, and below the video as well. Members get access to documents, and boy, you're going to see in this video why you want to be a member. Because you can get stimulus information before anyone else. All right, let's get to the details. In this video, I'm going to go over that exciting great news and what it means for the vote on the third stimulus package bill. Next, I'll be cutting back to the White House as one major force on Wall Street says, you need that stimulus check right now. He also explains what happened with the last stimulus check. Then, Dolly Parton, what's going on with that statue? CDC, new guidelines about schools, and other details, including immigration and a hazard pay payout at one place as well. I have all the incredible details. I'm so excited you're here. It's a great afternoon. Let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news as you start here on a modified set as we get ready for the new LALATE is the following. Nancy Pelosi confirms next week there will be a vote on your third stimulus package bill. Finally, we have the confirmed date. Now, this is consistent with what I've been telling you for a while. I was telling you the vote was going to be next week. Now we know. Nancy Pelosi said to press minutes ago in the White House that the vote on your third stimulus package bill will happen in the House of Representatives next week. This is absolutely incredible. The reason why it takes a few more days is that on Monday, the House Budget Committee will do final markups on the bill. And on Tuesday, she will smear a little bit of $12 ice cream in the corner. It just takes an extra day to clean off the ice cream smudges on the corner. Now, what does that mean for you and me on Monday and Tuesday? Oh, you know exactly what I'm about to say. If you're a member to this channel, you're going to get the bill that Monday or Tuesday, because that's when it floats into the House floor to get ready for a vote. As soon as it's put for a vote and it's released as public document, I'm going to have it for you. And shortly thereafter, I'm going to try to dissect it and see if I can take away the parts, separate the parts so you can see individual provisions. It's so important because we know you're getting a $1,400 stimulus check. You know you're getting $2,800 for a married couple, or $1,400 for a child, $1,400 for adult dependents. You know that. But we don't know things like hazard pay. We don't know things like the EIDL grant. We want to know more stuff about the paid sick leave. We want to know more stuff about the mortgage assistance. We need to see these items. The earned income tax credit, $1,500 of essential worker. Is it paid this year? Is it paid next year? We gotta see the bill. And this is why Monday and Tuesday are the days you gotta be in the mix with this channel. Remember, if you're subscribed, you get an alert when a new video goes live or a breaking news development, because this YouTube limits the number of alerts any channel can send per day. But on membership, there's no limit on how many alerts we can send you per day. All right, that's the incredible great news. So pencil that in. Next, country singer Dolly Parton says, what is that? Well, she's asked Tennessee lawmakers to stop erecting a statue of her. Given all that's going on in the world, I don't think putting me on a pedestal is the appropriate thing at this time. I asked Sir Lloyd about that. He said, yeah, I'd like to be on a pedestal in front of the Calcina so long as there's extra grass for me to graze on. Apparently, they heeded the warning. The CDC, meantime, gave new guidance today, and there's indication that if the CDC's guidance for reopening schools would actually leave no less than 99% of schools not qualifying. Something we know 1 year out in this pandemic is that you can keep schools safe even though you have a high rate of community transmission, said Dr. Syed Mayad, Senior Director of the statewide pathogens program at New York Health. But it depends, again, according to the cities and states. The cities and states ultimately determine what will open. And for example, here in Los Angeles, LA Municipal will not reopen because they have said, unless we're vaccinated, we're not reopening. Meantime, big news about your stimulus check as one major leader on Wall Street fights for you to get it as soon as possible. Who is it? It's the CEO of Walmart, who I have a lot of details for you in this recording, besides just the stimulus check. Doug McMillon went to the White House last week and told the President of the United States face-to-face during that Economic Council's meeting that the stimulus check needs to go out right now. Now, here's what his message was, and it's really quite fascinating. He said that the second stimulus check of $600 he said was spent in Walmart stores on staples like milk and eggs and cleaning solutions and soap and detergents and toilet paper. He said it was basic supplies to to survive. He said the first stimulus check of $1,200 back in March when the pandemic hit. He saw a lot of surge in TV sales and tennis shoes. This time, it was all consumer staples. Now, this is quite interesting because yesterday I told you that the retail sales number in January went through the roof. It was supposed to go up 1%. It went up 5%. After the month before, it went down 1%. So what were people spending money on? The report said they were spending the $600 stimulus check, but the Walmart executive CEO now says they weren't spending it on excess items. They were spending it on items to survive. We can see in our customer behavior that some circumstances, as they receive this more recent stimulus, the $600, are spending it more on basics, more on private brands, small packet size, things that are likely to be posed by stimulus dollars that came early in the year. They were spent more on tax rebates. There's a bit of mixed shift now, and we think it reflects the fact that consumers out there do need some sort of help. The consumers are the ones that need the stimulus package to go home and go home quickly right now. That's incredible great news. Minutes ago, after home at LA at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time, which was a lot of fun today, after that recording, Janet Yellen, the Treasury Secretary to Joe Biden, appeared on broadcast news, and she said she is still concerned about the unemployment numbers. Now, this is big for your stimulus because when we talk about stimulus, there's more than just FPUC, UI, PUA, and the stimulus checks. There's a lot of other provisions in the third stimulus package. And how big and bold do they need to go? Well, the great news I've been telling you over the last few days is that Democratic senators in the Senate are saying, when we get it, we're going to push back and go bigger and bolder. And that's where I want you to be as well. You don't want to roll over. In the video after this, I'm going to go over the deal provisions that are in the third stimulus package. For example, $3,600 plus for $1,400, $1,700 plus $1,400, $5,000 plus $1,400, $1,500 plus $1,400. There's a lot of provisions in there that get you multiple sums of money. I'm also going to explain to you how you get money right now, not 5 days from now, under second and first stimulus. That's a video right after this third stimulus. But what I want to show you right now is that the numbers that came out this morning pre-dawn suggest that you need to go bigger and bolder on stimulus. The jobless claims out today, this morning, were at 861. Above the estimates Wall Street was looking at of 773. This means more stimulus. This means this may not be your next to last stimulus. You may see 2 more stimulus checks after this. Yes. If these numbers continue, you're going to see multiple stimulus checks throughout the year. Yes, you heard me correctly. The number of continuing unemployed people was about 20 million 2 weeks ago. Now it's at 18 million. A little bit of progress, not much. But the number of long-term unemployed people, 4 million. That is a number that Janet Yellen spoke about minutes ago, and that suggests that we need more stimulus because while we see certain things going up, like price of lumber, unemployed people continue to sit. We're still in the mercy of the virus, so it's sort of a bifurcated economy, said Liz Ann Saunders, chief investment strategist at Charles Schwab, in a statement obtained by LLate. With that sort of news, we understand you need more stimulus, but always along the way we find something a little bit sort of ridiculous and a little bit sort of funny. And this is one of those comments. A new report from Morning Consult may make you laugh. The report claims that of the $30 million that were 30 million adults who are unable to pay their bills in January, if they got a $1,400 stimulus check now, it says it would pay their bills all the way to July. I can't say it with a straight face. See, I can't say it with a straight face. July of 1920? Or July 2021. I don't know what century they're in. I think they're referring to July 1920. The report says that they got the if people got the $1,400 stimulus check, they would be fine until July. Yeah, I don't know what year this report was generated. Maybe it's 100 years ago this report was generated. Meantime, Walmart's stepping up, not with the particular hazard pay that has a name hazard pay or bonus pay on top of it, but with the suggestion that we need to pay employees that are frontline workers more money. Congratulations if you're at Walmart, where they're already paying bonus pay before. They're now also announcing that they're going to increase salaries. They will be increasing salaries across the board for 45,000 workers to get $15 an hour as a minimum hourly wage. This is as Target and Amazon have done the same. Meantime, Walmart reported earnings today and revenues grew 7.3%, better than the expected $152 billion. But fourth quarter reported earnings fell short of estimates at $1.39 a share. Today, Joe Biden announced massive, broad stroke legislation for undocumented immigrants. The legislation would allow people a 5-year status to become citizens. From 5 years upon entry to the United States, they could become citizens. It would basically start with the first 3 years, the first 5 years of provisional status, after which they can apply for a green card. And then 3 years after that, they can apply for citizenship. So 8 years after starting, they could become a citizen. But it requires a 10-vote Republican support. Meantime, Wall Street was slightly down today after concerns about these numbers for jobless claims, and after the concern that we may not have a complete V-shaped recovery. Your third stimulus package has a lot of great stuff in there. There is stuff for you, whether it's rent, utilities, food, payroll, missed payroll, whether it is hazard pay or EIDL grants or internet. I have all the details on all those provisions coming up right after this video. I hope you stay with me because I'm so excited. There's a lot of great stuff in there. Meantime, I'm going to show you how to get money not 5 weeks from now, not 5 months from now, but right now. Thousands of dollars I can get you right now. has nothing to do with the third stimulus package. It's all coming up next. Stay with me, stay informed. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Also, like this video, and stay with L-Late for more.